Well, it's time for the vegetable garden update. What we, excuse me, what we got growing in the garage, what we hope to grow and transplant outside. I can give those a rundown who want to see it. Let's see if I can do this right. Beautiful day out here on the outskirts of the city of Buffalo today. We're approaching 72 degrees. So out here working, doing some watering. From left to right, we have thyme, oregano, some sage, rosemary coming in, and some dill that we use to make with our cucumbers to make nice, beautiful pickles. We had, I think, 48 jars last year. Behind there is a mess of Campari, tomatoes. There's quite a few of those. I can count them: 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 times 16. There's 32 of those in those pots. And over here we have some Campari that we're going to put in the ground once the weather gets better. You can tell they're just a little bit taller. On the back side of that, oh boy, I forget what this is. The wife will tell me. I think it's a flower. But on the back side of that, the 3 in the back are lettuce, the 3 round ones, and there's some lettuce coming up as we speak, but nothing really going crazy.
Swiss
and the
chard.
end here we have some Swiss chard, the red stalk. And then we got the almighty, wonderful, and I'm growing a lot of it. We're definitely got some of this in the house also.
Basil.
It's the basil, and mess of that in the back row there, the basil. I got a lot of that in the house, and some behind me. I got that all over the place. You use that by your tomatoes to keep that hornworm away, from what I understand. And on the back side of all this, hard planted already, are 2 cucumbers, and the wife just put together a wonderful cage that these will be climbing up as soon as we have a, the light's going to get it, as soon as we have a chance to put these outside. And then the 3 pots in front are nothing more than peppers. We've got some seeds from the pepper plant once, or the peppers we had for dinner, and we decided to go ahead and put some seeds in the ground, and about 90 of those came up. I'm going to be throwing some away. I'll show you in a minute. So back around front here, I forget what these are called. They're flowers, I believe. Zinnial. And
Alyssum.
let's finish off the tomato. This is a beefsteak tomato. And I didn't count them again when I say 21 plum tomatoes are sitting here in the round jars. Some of them holding more than one. Like there's 2 in there. These just came up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got plum tomatoes coming out our ear. The wife says, never again, we're planting more than 8. I'm like, well, then we can throw them away or give them away, like we'll probably do with a lot of the Camparis. That's why I got them in these little trays. So to continue on after the beefsteak, in the back row, there's still some cucumbers. They came up. I put 3 little seeds in a pot to see if they come up, and of course every seed came up. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, whatever it was, came up at those. So on the back row here, she said the flowers were again.
Marigolds.
You got the marigolds in the 2 pots here.
Alyssum.
Which, without looking at the package, I wouldn't know what they look like. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 6
Nasturtium.
of nasturtium.
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 N-A-S-T. Nasturtium.
Nasturtium.
Or to keep bugs away.
Keep bugs away too around the plants and stuff. We plant them around the tomatoes and everything else.
And then yarrow.
Then these are yarrows.
Yes.
3 of those.
Yep. There's actually 4 pots of yarrow.
4. I don't see the 4th one, but it's here someplace.
We moved it out of position.
Yeah, it's hiding somewhere. And then behind that are a couple Swiss chards.
Swiss chards and 1 little pepper.
And this little round ones or what?
And 1 little pepper.
No, these 2 round ones.
Those are yarrows.
Oh, the same as the big one?
Yeah, you moved them out of position.
So I think I got everything. And as I come back here, this was the actual overflow table on this end, which I got some beefsteak tomatoes in here, and they haven't come up yet, which they probably won't. Somehow I got a garlic, I believe, coming up here. Don't ask me how that got in there. And then to finish it off, ooh, some more basil. Like I say, I got a lot of this a lot of this growing in the house. We'll be separating those plants in a week or so. And then the peppers. Like I said, I took that pepper plant and they just made 1,000 of them. And in the back row, the same thing. Those are pepper plants that I transplanted in hopes of putting in the main dirt that are going to go outside. But the ones that we got out of the thing, it was mixed with somehow with a Swiss chard seed that I never thought was going to come up. And that's they came up better, so the wife put them into the big round pots. So that's good to go on all that stuff. So the dill for sure is a lovely thing. The tomatoes, we got 5 different varieties, like I said. Somehow I'm missing the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the ones in the house are the cherry tomatoes that are coming in. Nice. I don't have room under the lights out here. So, and in the background, there's dirt on the floor. We're going to be mixing up with some sand, making some of that golden soil, I do believe it's called. And we're going to put that in 3 different buckets and get some carrots going and some beets. So we're going to try that this year in a different situation. Growing, we'll probably put those in maybe grow them in the driveway or something in a different spot where they like to get morning sun, and then they like to cool down in the afternoon. So in the buckets, I can at least move them from shade to sun, or back and forth the other, one or the other. Why wouldn't I? So until next time, these will be going in the ground. We'll show how we do that. We bought a barrier you got to put together. In fact, I'm going to open that box to see what that looks like while I'm out here. I was out here checking on the beer, making sure everything got watered. The wife's out here helping me. We're going to mix up the soil for the carrots, get them going. But I'll open the box to see what these barriers look like that you can fill with dirt and grow some good stuff. So until next time, you'll see these in the ground. Cheers. All right, a while back, the wife ordered this raised bed garden kit. Let's see what it, I'm opening it with a pencil, what it looks like. Doing it one-handed is probably not easy. Oh, it's curved pieces here. I have no idea. I have to set the camera down because it's just crazy. Ah, got her. You suppose that door, you just let a wasp in here or something. Big ass fly or something. Okay, so what we do is we got it open. Let's see what this looks like. You got 1, 2, 4 turns, and then some straights, I guess. So it looks kind of nice. Look forward to this being put together. It comes with a note that says, Dear nobody, dear Stoneyard Vineyards, thank you for choosing our product and enjoy your shopping. If the product you received is damaged or parts are missing, please feel free to contact us, and we will provide you with a perfect solution. There you go. So this will probably work out pretty decent. It's an Amazon product. So we'll get to putting that together and see what it looks like. Why wouldn't I? All right. Somebody wants to add it up. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. I think it's 33 or so many screws with the wing nuts. That's what it looks like put together. It's about 5 by 18 with 2 center braces. And the wife says she paid $26
for 2.
$26 for 2. And that'll give you a raised raised garden bed. And we'll get a lot of fresh dirt in here, some good manure and mixed up dirt. And our tomatoes should go bananas this year. So there you go. I got two of these, so I'll put the next one together some other day that my fingers aren't hurting.